everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO edition. This is Narwhal here. Say hello to everyone, Narwhal. Good girl. When last we left off, we were finishing up some of the quest over there in the Circle of Blood. We had tracked down the cause of the problems with the circle to the whites, the gaunt men, and we had collected enough of the gaunt men sigils for Radagast to identify the head of the gaunt men. The gaunt lord is Ivar the Bloodhand.
Greetings, friend of the wild.
As you see, he is sending us to find Arik Stonespeaker. We do not have the luxury of time. So we are going to find this Arik the Stonespeaker in Harlog. In Harlog, as soon as we get outside, we'll look at the map. Harlog is over here. It is the swamp on the other side of the Great East Road. You've got Harrigmar up here in the Red Pass and the Red Swamp, and then down here you have the other half of the swamp, which is Harlog. And we've got to go and find a guy who is apparently like a historian. I've been playing so much playing an hour or two of Minecraft in the afternoons, in the evening, after all the chores are done and the dogs have walked. Okay, it's almost daylight. Yeah, I come out like this and see the pink in the sky. It's like I start looking for a bed to lie down on. Like, hey, let's see if we can make the nighttime go away. Not gonna happen here. But yeah, we've got to find this. He is a stone speaker, which is apparently what the Eglain here call a historian. It's essentially he will sit here and read the stones. Study the stones until they speak to him and tell him their story. So let's see if we can get on out of here. Weave our way through the orcs and spiders who are just to the south between us and the East Road here, and then ride on down. It has been a busy few days. We had a busy little stretch at work. Busy night at work. Have a psych patient. I don't like psych patients, and that I don't mean personally don't like psych patients, but I just don't I don't like taking care of psych patients. You know, everybody's got their fields they're good at and their fields they're not so good at. You know, I wouldn't want to be birthing no babies. I wouldn't want to be working in L&D giving birth to babies, and I don't particularly care to work with psych patients either. They are a difficult bunch, and in a difficult bunch in a way that I am not especially, let's say I don't especially have a degree of patience, shall I say? It's difficult to work with them, as you would imagine. Psych patients and drug abuse patients and those kind of things require a special... It's kind of like working with children. And that to do like my wife did, my wife was a pediatric nurse and got real good at dealing with the children. And, you know, sick children can be some very upsetting... very upset customers to deal with, you know. And when you lost hair, the Grimfins, and when you take that kind of mentality and put it into an adult body, and put that adult body into someone who has either got a mental condition or has got an abuse problem, it can make them rather difficult to deal with. Alright, let's see if we can do a travelogue entry here, alright? A good old-fashioned travelogue. And I'll be right back. Osthair was a fortress of Arthedain set against the might of Rudar's Garth Argarwin in ancient days. now fallen into ruin and decay, home to the shades of Oathbreakers sworn to defeat the Red Maid of Agamar. Alright, so we've got the Osthair set up. It used to be the kind of sister fortress, I guess, stepsister, that fought against Osgurath on the other side when these were separate kingdoms fighting each other. But is now set here with the, I guess, Oathbreaker types in this swamp who are set to have to come out and fight against the Red Marsh region. Like Narthan there, you start dealing with a lot of these shades and Oathbreaker types around here. Arthan and Emmeline and those kind. Okay, who do we have? There's Arik the Stone Speaker, sitting here speaking to one of his stones. Let's go ahead and talk to him as he sits and examines that crypt. Alright. Hello, Arik. Radagast sent us. Gonna be Book 2, Chapter 11, The Stone Speaker.
How can I be of service?
I don't know much about these lands. I know much about these lands, yes. Do you know from whence my knowledge comes? Alright. Tell you what, let me get a cup of coffee and blow the font here. And then we're going to do a reread on this. We're just going to take, cut. Alright, let's try that again. Take 2. Let me get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see here. Have a sip of my coffee. Alright. Book 2, Chapter 11, The Stone Speaker. I know much about these lands, yes. Do you know from whence my knowledge stems? The dead hold secrets, great secrets, terrible secrets. Secrets they clutch to their chests like fire on a winter's day. Memories keep their hearts warm, you see. No, perhaps you do not see. But you shall. Oh, yes, I believe you shall.
Might I take a moment of your time?
He's good and spooky, isn't he? Book 2, Chapter 12. Ooh, actually a little bit ahead of us. Level 29, Chapter 12, A Dead Man's Challenge. You can learn many things from the dead, but there's one troublesome shade called Emmeline that resists all attempts at communication. Perhaps you may succeed, where I have not. Emmeline is difficult. He is bound by pride and deems the living beneath contempt. If you can prove yourself to him, this might grant you enough status in his eyes that he will lend you aid. Beware when you speak to him. He will try and win your trust with pleasant words, then send you off to your doom. You will find him at the ruins of Osthair. So it makes me think that at one point in time, he was at a different location. Makes me think that he was, I don't know, over yonder somewhere. That's where I think he was. I think he was originally like in the ruins over in this corner here or something, and you had to come down to Osthair here. I do remember all these people here not being anywhere near all gathered together. In fact, I think in this ruin, Emmeline here might have been the only person here in this particular ruin. Everybody else scattered about a bit. Let's come on up here and talk to this Emmeline fellow. We've seen some better days. Oh, don't turn your back on me. Thou drawest breath, and yet thou dost wish to speak with me. Thou art not like the man Arik. He is stone wise and knows the secrets of this land. But even he I despise for his warm flesh and bright-eyed stare. Wisdom will be thine if thou art proven worthy. Dost thou dare to face my warriors? If thou art the victor, then I shall help thee upon thy quest. Fail, and thou shalt not see the light of another day. Okay. So I think I see that. Defeat Emmeline's men. Let's see if we can go ahead and pull up our friend of nature here. There we are. looks like we're going to have a bit of a battle coming up. Defeat my men, and I shall aid thee. Which one are you fighting? You're fighting that one. Alrighty, that's what we shall do. Let's hit them with a little light of day here. Another Arthedain soldier. Thou hast defeated my men. Indeed we have. This fire get out of the way. Oh, rain coming down. It's been a rainy night here in Georgia, too. A rainy night in Georgia. Feels like it's raining all over the world. Yeah, it's been a rainy night in Georgia for the last few hours here. So that will help us determine how well the drains we've had to put in the backyard are doing. Can't wait to see that. Thou art alive still to draw breath, though ragged and coarse it be. Rest thyself and hearken unto me. Terrible deeds I have done in the names of the kings of old. While evil corrupted this land, my men and I stood by and did nothing, ignoring our charge. Now the Red Maid serves Angmar, something we swore to prevent. Iowayne Benedar cursed us to live as half-dead. Such was our failure. Of course, y'all know that Iowayne Benedar is Tom Bombadil, of course. I imagine Tom Bombadil does get quite upset whenever one of his wife's sisters gets cursed and taken over by Angmar. Dost thou understand? I will help thee in order to break my curse, but thou must do more to secure my aid. Chapter 13, level 30. This one, alright, defeat Broodhar. This one's 2 levels above us. So I think it's going to be back to the North Downs again. Let's go ahead and read the quest. This land was corrupted by the war which raged here. Blood, much blood, spilled unto the springs of the Lady, until all became red, and the springs became a swamp. The Lady, whose name is not remembered, became the Red Maid, a creature lost and corrupt. Ivar, the Blood Hand, came not long ago and awakened her again, and claimed power over her. Now Ivar is a greater threat than ever he was. Thou must strike against him to restore the balance betwixt man and nature. Until the Red Maid be redeemed or destroyed, my brother and I are doomed to this wretched state. The west is where thou must travel to destroy the White Lord Broodhar and his soldiers. They serve the Blood Hand and must be destroyed. Alright, so in the Gauntlord's grasp, that is where we are going to finish for our time here in the Lone Lands again. Let's travel back to the North Downs. There's still about 6 minutes or so. I'm going to travel back to the North Downs and go back to Estelden. In fact, we'll head on over to Ostgurth, where Radagast Tower is. We'll head back over there to Ostgurth and see if we can get a stable ride. I'll be willing to bet there's a connection of stables that will take us back. So I will see y'all again in just a little bit here. Okay, we're arriving at Estelden by a long about way. Looked at our map. You know, we've got this map here of all the stable rides. And it shows that from Ostgurth, where we were, we could ride to Rivendell. And then there was a connection from Rivendell to here. So we did that. We spent the 20 silver riding to Rivendell on the taxi. And it said, nope. It says our level was too low to ride from Rivendell to Estelden. So we ended up riding back to Ostgurth and then riding from Ostgurth to Bree. And in West Bree, you can ride here from West Bree to Estelden perfectly fine. You can't swift travel from Rivendell to here, but you can swift travel from Bree to here. I'm sure there's some sense in that somewhere. I'm sure there is, but I'm not wanting to sit and try and figure it out. I'm really not. Okay, so what we've got to do now is look around and find some quests in the area that will be of an appropriate level for us. Do we have any left in the North Downs? Yep, we have the Defiler of Trestlebridge, which is a fellowship. The Oathbreakers, which is a fellowship or a small fellowship, one or the other. The Troll Keeper. That's a level 28 defeat. And see, that's a fellowship. Note, a fellowship is recommended. Yep, so if it's got the 3, it's a fellowship. We're still working on herbs and simples, which we'll find as we find the other plants. What have we got left to find? We found Butterbur, we found Periwinkle. We got to find Meadowsweet. Found in the south-facing tree roots in the spider camp south of Estelden. Alright. And then the mysterious relic in the north, which is another level 30. So let's start looking around the area, seeing what we can find in this area to do. Holger Tanner.
Can I speak with you a moment?
Another level 29. Anything that is not a level 29. Anything that's a level 28 in these
Stay a
parts.
moment.
Looks like everything's going to be level 29. So, it looks like we are about ready to take our stone out of our pocket. I'm going to go into the next little section just for a quick peek and see if any of the quests over here, see if, we'll check on one of the quests over here and see if it's also a level 29 or whether there's any level 28s. And then at that point, I'll take the stone out of the pocket and we'll start actually earning levels again. And it doesn't look like any of these quests are actually open to us. Wait. I see a ring over here somewhere. A ring, but it's too high for us. I bet this one up here is too high for us too. Wow, it actually let us into the building. I'm surprised. Halberd. Book 3, Chapter 1.
Would you do something
level
for me?
30. And Foreknows
Could I
to
speak
Darkness.
with you a moment?
Ooh, level 26, but a fellowship. So that's not going to be capable of us doing it. Okay, so things are a little too high level for us at the moment. Let's go out here. Let's grab one of those level 29s. Let's see. North Downs. Yep. So we'll travel back over here, grab another one of these North Downs ones, and see if we can't level up to level 29. And actually, that might put us back where we can go back to the North Downs. We'll ping-pong back and forth here. Not the North Downs, the Lowlands. It looks like we might ping-pong back around a little bit
Might
there.
I take a moment of your time?
Defeat wargs. Sure, we can defeat wargs. Warg Slayer, quest level 29. We've had reports that wargs are moving into the area around Estelden. While we are not yet prepared to move against the enemy in the North Downs, we can't have these foul beasts spying on us here. We need you to hunt these creatures down and slay them. It should not be difficult to find the wargs, for they prowl to the west and to the south, hunting for those of us who dare to oppose Angmar. If they learn the whereabouts of Estelden, the orcs will be able to sweep down upon us, and our line will be ended. You must hurry before they find us. Alright, defeat 8 wargs. That won't be difficult.
What can I do for you?
Well, it might be difficult to defeat them. It won't be difficult to find them, shall we say. And Holger
Would
Tanner.
you do something for me?
Let's see, spider gems. We might try that one next time whenever we go into the spider area. And we can try collecting that Meadowsweet while we're at it also. In the meantime, let's do this right quick. And I want to trade out What have I been using? What have I got in my pockets? This. Have I been using the plus 11 agility, plus 13 vitality? Is there a way to edit mode? No, let's drop that out. I'm wondering if there's a way to do stuff by pocket? Thinking, I don't think that's the only sack of presents from the Yule. Wow, that's been around me for a while, hasn't it? Redstone. That's a pocket item. Okay, there we go. Redstone, which gives fate and vitality. And we have the Claw of Fleetness, which gives vitality, agility, tactical. Yeah, that's the one that we're wanting to use. So we'll wait it out. We've turned yellow again. Let's go see if we can defeat some wargs. Just a few. In fact, it may only take one or two. Killing. May only have to kill one or two, and we shall ding on up here. Alright. Pretty sure most of the wargs can be found that we're going to be looking at. Down toward Lingiliath? Was that the name of that little town down there? Lingiliath, a little elvish outpost? I think so. I think so. Down here in the Meluinen. Turn our thing back on. Just Meluinen is all that it calls it. But down that way, there were, if I remember correctly, wargs along this road as we were traveling down. And the spiders, as you saw that one there. Come on, fewer spiders, more wolves. Oh. That one there, or is that a deer? That's just a deer. And something's going to tell me that bet the spiders and... There we go. Bet the spiders and wargs are all on the same table as well. Always a bunch of fun. Let's root them to the spot. Let's let him attack. And then let's see if we can take them on out. And I want to see how much XP that this is going to give us. Alright, defeated 1 of 8 orcs. Did we actually get experience for that? Yes, we did. Okay, coarse fur and coarse skins. We're going to kill a few more orcs here. A few more wargs. It looks like it's going to take more than 1 or 2. In fact, it might take us the whole bunch of 8 to level on up and ding. We'll see. I will get this done, and then we will go and turn it in, and I will be back with y'all in just a few. We have been quite successful at hunting wargs, as you see, and I got a feeling this is going to be the one here that dings us over the top. Well, let's see how it goes. Yep, there we go. We have reached level 29. New deed, Enmity of the Orcs 2. Let's take a look at that. New deed, deed bestowed. Enmity of the Orcs 2. Unlike the goblins, the orcs have been raised with a martial outlook and form the backbone of the enemy's armies. They are neither cowards nor weaklings, though they cannot hope to match the martial prowess of the elves. But their numbers and war industry are vast when motivated by their shadowy lords. So we have to defeat 150 orcs in order to get Enmity of the Orcs 2. And then we'll get Return to Rivendell. Oh, yeah, that would be a nice one. That will be a very nice one. Okay. I have no idea what it was I just cast on him. Stave sweep. Sweeps the staff to strike. How can I have done a stave sweep on him from way over there? Alright. We're going to finish up the next 3 wargs if we can find them. and then I'll head back to Estelden. I did want to see y'all to see me level up there, and I'll see y'all again whenever we return. We were very able to find some warg volunteers, wipe them out right quick to defeat the warg slayer, and we were able to use our draw power skill a time or two. So we only got about 160 more times that we need to use that in order to get the draw power deed. Oh, power and wisdom, I think is the name of it, maybe. So still working on that one. Let's go over here and talk to Holger Tanner.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Oh, wrong one. Not Holger, is it? It's over here. It is Gegaras?
Greetings.
No, not Stinky. What's your name? Gegaras, yes. Well done. If only there were more of us in Estelden, we rangers could deal with such creatures ourselves. But all our attention is, by necessity, consumed by the orc army. Your work is allowing us to gather our forces to deal with the greater threat. Get his leggings, which we cannot use. And that will be the end of it for today. I'm going to stand over here between the two of them. Let Stinky go off and play, and greener, less smelly pastures. And we will call that an end. All right, folks. So thank you for coming along with us. I'm going to be at work the next couple of days, but I'm going to try to get one more of these recorded before I go to bed today, so maybe we'll have one to upload tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. It's going to depend on how things go and how busy the wife keeps me this morning before I go to bed. We will have to see. I've still got to go get laundry going, so I'm going to go do that now while this is editing and processing. I will see y'all then, and in the meantime, I'm going to think about, am I going to start painting my awful green things, or am I going to start 3D printing my sub again? I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for coming along. Bye-bye.